Alright, welcome to OSIKANI TV or YouTube once again. Let's talk about the Black Stars team and any other news you need to know on this channel. Yesterday, the Ghana Black Stars, we faced Namibia in Kumasi Barbara Sports Stadium. The game ended goalless, no goal to either side, and some Ghanaians were so disappointed. Some were also saying that, well, there are some few positives that we can take out of this game. What is your thoughts? I also take some of your thoughts that you dropped under yesterday's highlights that I posted on this channel for you in this video. Black Stars camp, injuries are there as well as illness and some other ones. We'll talk about them as some two players could miss Ghana's first game. We will speak about them in this update. We also talk about the whole team performance. How did you see it? Runs for the Bokonix Dofe. Yesterday he performed very well for me. I know most of you guys watched it on online. People were streaming it for us. Others too couldn't watch it. Well, I dropped a highlight and I'll also be drawing some few ones here so that you check it out. It's not really clear because yesterday the game was not allowed to be streamed. So this is the only ones that we can manage for you on this channel. We speak about the whole team, their performance with goalkeeper Richard Ofori to the last player who came on. We will look at it in this video and I'll also add my thoughts, what I think. Coach Hughton, many are still not convinced on his performance or his tactics, that the way he approached games and a whole lot of stuff. We will take it in this one and other updates that you need to know on this channel. Injuries. Well, we will talk about everything. Before then, anytime you join me, please take your time and drop us a like the video for me. After liking, if you are new, subscribe to this channel, put us on post notifications so that anytime you drop a latest update, you'll be the first person to get and also enjoy. Leave your thoughts and comment in the comment box. I'll also try and take some of your thoughts under the last highlights I posted for you on this channel, so stick and stay for that. This video is also brought to you in collaboration with Pay Angel Money Transfer. Anywhere you are based in Europe, be it Denmark, Italy, Spain, anywhere, or Canada, you want to send money to someone in Ghana here or any part of Africa, just go to payangel.com. I'll leave the link in the video description and the comment box. Click it if you are based in Europe or Canada. Use it to send money to people in Ghana here or your friends and family, and you'll be given a bonus for yourself. Use OSIKANI as your referral if you are the first time registering for this particular money transfer app. We have the best exchange rate on the market and the fastest way to send money to someone in Ghana here. It is Pay Angel Money Transfer. Now, we have 4 days for the AFCON to begin in Ivory Coast and 5 days for the Black Stars team to play our first game against Cape Verde. And yesterday, most of you were not convinced on Black Stars performance. Well, some will say that the players didn't really want to risk themselves in playing difficult or in a high profile game so that they might actually get injury or something. That could be a factor. Also, the pitch wasn't good. The pitch, Kumasi Barbara Sports Stadium, our pitch was so poor. Watching the few shots that we get, it wasn't good at all. And those excuses will definitely come in. But let's look at the team's approach and everything that happened in the game. Now, before then, let me talk about the injury concerns because Black Stars fans are not really great. Now, the coach, Chris Hughton, he actually confirmed this in the post-match interview. I posted it on this channel. In case you have not checked it, let me also run you through. He said, one, Antoine Selam Semenyo, we didn't see him in the squad yesterday. The reason being that the player was ill a previous day before yesterday, so he has to rest him so that the player will actually be able to be fit. So yes, Semenyo is ill, and I think the illness, by the time the AFCON will begin, he will recover. So his own is not all that serious like that, but some few illness that actually took him out of this game. Secondly, Salis Abdul Samed, he confirmed that the player he has picked a knock. And, that is why the player wasn't also part of the squad yesterday. I told you guys last 2 days that the training that I saw, per that injury the player had, he was holding hardly on the left knee. Then later on, he was attended to. I posted it on X, and one FA official came to my DM, wrote a whole lot of things. But, it has actually came to pass that, yes, it was something like that because this injury was that serious, and I was so much concerned about it. So, yes, Salis, he couldn't feature yesterday because he has a knock. And per my checks, the player, he is now being tested and everything. They want to make sure that he'll be able to play the first game for Ghana against Cape Verde. That is the worry at the moment. But he will recover as the tournament actually progresses. But for the first game, they are trying everything possible for Salis Abdul Samed to also feature for the Black Stars. So he's one player that we should be praying for him that he will recover very soon. Some of the tackles at the training ground as well as the pitch at Barbara wasn't great. And that is why those injuries were actually happening in in that training that he had before playing against Namibia. Now, second player who is also injured, that was confirmed by Coach Chris Hughton, is Kudus Mohammed. Kudus, he said that yes, they are also in touch with his club, West Ham United, and the player as well, making sure that things will be put in place. Now, per my checks, Kudus is going to recover 5 to 6 days time. 5 to 6 days time. So next game that we play against Cape Verde will be some 5 days time from today. So if Kudus is not able to recover fully, he might miss the game against Cape Verde. We should note that. But for Egypt, he will be able to recover and play against Egypt after 4 days playing against Cape Verde.
Just this morning, Mohammed Kudus, he has joined the Black Stars team in Kumasi, and he will travel with the team to Ivory Coast. Let's check out the arrival of Mohammed Kudus at the Black Stars camp.
Kudus.
All right, yes, so this is the arrival of Mohammed Kudus. Yes, he was actually captured here by Ishra FM and Joy FM at the airport. And Kudus, he has now joined the Black Stars camp ahead of the Africa Cup of Nations. So there is no news that Kudus will not join the Black Stars team. The coach confirmed that he will join today, and today he has joined them. We wait for him to be fully recovered, and he will start playing games for the Black Stars team.
So that is it on Mohammed Kudus. So these are some of the few things that we need to know on them. Aside that, all the players in camp, they are all fit and they are ready for the task ahead of us. So this is the few ones on the yesterday's game post-match that the coach had, and I'm also adding what I know on them. Now, let's come back and talk about the game and some other things. Some few takeaways. One, I think Coach Chris Hughton, his tactics wasn't all that great. Yesterday, I brought you the starting lineup on my channel here. I posted it on the community. We had Richard Ofori in post for Ghana. We also had Dennis Sodoi, who started as a right back in the game. Ransford Ewakon is over. He played the number 10 role. Jordan Ayew was past Joseph Pinto, Gideon Mensah, Elisha Owusu, Daniel Amate, Inyaki Williams, Alexander Jiku, and Idrisu Baba. We started with the 4-2-3-1. Ofori in post, Dennis Sodoi right back, Gideon Mensah left back. Then we had Amate and Jiku, two center backs. Then he played two DMs, something that we have been complaining over it time and again on this channel everywhere, that the coach shouldn't be starting two DMs because the ball progression becomes very difficult with the team. He played Idrisu Baba and Elisha Owusu. No one is a typical or a natural ball progressor. Then he played right winger Joseph Pinto. Left winger was talking of that is Jordan Ayew. Then Ransford Ewakon is played as the number 10. I told you that we needed a new number 10 because there is no Kudus. Then we had Inyaki Williams, who started as a number 9, of which I'm not happy with it because Inyaki, he needs to operate from the wings. Now, let's talk about the full game. After this one, we will look at the players who came on and their performances. I think goalkeeper Richard Ofori, he didn't impress me because he's kept in the last 3 games. He started in the last 3 games for the Black Stars team. And if you want to build confidence in you, the captain, on the day yesterday, he made 2 mistakes. If you check out the highlights, there was a point in time that he was given a back pass and he just let off the ball like that. We almost considered through that. Later on in the second half, in the same first half, there was a shot around 42nd minute, and the goalkeeper, whether he wasn't aware that the shot was coming on target or something, he couldn't parry the ball while the ball hits the post. And many were not really happy with his performance, and personally, I also not happy with Richard Ofori's performance. Right back, Dennis Sodoi was somehow decent for me. Going forward, he was good. Tracking back to, he was very solid on that front. Just that I felt second half, he should have brought on Ali Dusedu, who didn't play at all, to come in and also play as a right back in this game. Or maybe another player to also test his mettle. Now the left back, Gideon Mensah also started, and he also completed the game. There are the few players who completed, Dennis Sodoi and Gideon Mensah. Gideon Mensah, at a point, I think we needed a new left back. Fatah Hamidu wasn't tested at all. He was on the bench throughout, and I wanted to see him play some few minutes for Black Stars. But Gideon was quite good, just that his offensive passes are not enough. He gives a lot of back passes, and we saw that as Ghana, we made so many mistakes. Gideon Mensah was gifting the ball away. Elisha also was gifting the ball away. At a point in time, we also had Jiku, who made 1 or 2 mistakes. Amate was also making mistakes at the back line. That was my only worry. We passed the ball at the back too many times without progressing the ball. And it tells you that the ball progressors wasn't like they were not doing their job. So Jiku, he was quite okay for me. He also lasted, I think, the full throttle. Then we also had a player in the name of Amate who did well, but later on he was also replaced. But Amate, he should work on his concentration. Sometimes he loses focus, he loses concentration, and in games, if you lose concentration, you'll be punished. I saw Peter Shaolile, the captain for Namibia, who almost punished us with that kind of mistakes that we were making at the back there. So yes, that is it on the Ghana Black Stars backline. Now, with the 2 DMs, Elisha Owusu, then Baba Idrisu. I think Baba Idrisu needs to be talked to. One, his stamina wasn't good, and I was wondering why he lasted so long in a game. Baba Idrisu should have been replaced. Then we also had Elisha Owusu, who was later on replaced. Elisha will turn around. Later on, he will give the ball away. But for them, defensively, they were okay, but they were not adding up enough. At a point in time, as I said, Baba Idrisu, I saw him so tired in the game. His stamina, endurance, everything was down, and sometimes his passing accuracy was also not spot on. So these are the few things that we need to work on it. Coach Chris Hughton, why didn't he play 1 DM, then 1 offensive midfielder? Second, we saw him bringing on Ashimeru to come in and replace Elisha Owusu, where he was doing well. So these are some of the few concerns that Ghana we have. First half, we didn't do well. This time around, we played another game under Coach Chris Hughton without scoring an opening goal in the first half. The only goal we scored in the first half under Coach Chris Hughton is the goal we scored against Central African Republic, which was a free kick from Mohammed Kudus in Kumasi. So it tells you that open play, first half, we've not scored any goal under Coach Chris Hughton. We don't start well. We start very poorly, sit back, try to soak pressure, and steady the opponent before we react. If you meet an opponent that will score you in the early minutes of the game, that's going to be all. Let's see what's happening in the game against USA. We considered so early, and by the time we realized we were down 4-0, and we couldn't do anything about that particular friendly game. You saw that the second half, we didn't concede again. That is Coach Chris Hughton for you. He's somehow being too stubborn to listen or to change some few things, and Ghanaians, we are not happy about his approach to games. I've been saying it, we need to change some things. Now, looking at Ranford Ebwakon Isdorf, I think he was one of the brightest spots yesterday, just that he missed a fantastic chance where he was given a pass by Iñaki Williams in the first half, and unfortunately, he missed that chance. And I think, aside that one, he was solid. His first start for Black Stars team, I've always been saying that he needs to be given time. He's very effective in the wings. That's talking about the right wing or the left wing. That's where he actually dazzles a lot. But he did well in the number 10 role in the absence of Mohammed Kudus. Now, let's talk about our wingers. One is Jordan Pierre Ayew, who started and also played well on the left wing position. I think Jordan, he is one of the players who were really good in the game. He was able to hold on to play before he released the ball to his opponent. Very, very good ball control. We know that the EPL last year, he was the player who was most fouled in the game. And he also made the most take-ons. That's 84 last year in the EPL. So it tells you that holding on to the ball, doing well, dribbling, Jordan Ayew is good on that. And we saw that yesterday. He added his experience for the Black Stars team against Namibia. Now, Joseph Pinto also gave us some glimpses that he could be good going forward as a right winger. I was somehow impressed with Joseph Pinto, just as sometimes the final third passes, that is the problem on Joseph Pinto. And I think if he works on that, he's going to be good going forward for Ghana. Iñaki Williams, the few times that he got the ball, we saw it that yes, he was good. And you know, one thing about Iñaki is if you play him as a number 9, by the time you realize he's not there in recent times, because that is not where whenever he operates, he really feels comfortable. We saw him in the first half. At a point in time, he was drifting to the left side and also to the right wing position to actually run from there to the forward line. So yes, that's it on Iñaki. The few times that he got the ball, he was good. According to the coach Chris Hughton, yesterday after the game, he said Iñaki was also not feeling well in Spain. That is why when he came, he trained only 2 days with the team, and that is it also on the player. Now, let's talk about those who came on. One, we had Jonathan Soa, who came on the 46th minute just before the second half. He came on to replace Iñaki Williams. And I think Jonathan Soa, the medium IC striker, also did well. When he came on, we saw him running all over. In fact, his first touch, he has to dribble almost close to the box before he was actually brought down in that game. And for him, he did well. He told us that in the absence of Iñaki or any other striker, he can also come in and do well for the Black Stars team. Lawrence Artizigi, he's also the goalkeeper who came on to replace Richard Ofori on the 67th minute. And Artizigi was also quite okay at that time. Too much pressure was not on Ghana. Ghana was really getting hold of the ball and everything. So he had little of none. I didn't see him even making a crucial save in the game. So Artizigi was also quite okay. Mohammed Salisu, yes, he brought stability at the back. If you want a defender who is able to read the game very well, his game reading ability is top notch. We saw him some few mistakes that Jiku and some other players were doing. He was there, always trying to read the ball well to make the good interceptions for Ghana. And Salisu, if he is fit, anytime he is going to start alongside Jiku for me personally in the Black Stars team. Majid Ashimeru is also one player who came on the same 67th minute to replace that is talking of Elisha Owusu, and he did quite good for me. Elisha also, as I said, we were playing 2 DMs, so Elisha and Baba Idrisu, no one was progressing the ball. But from 67 minutes going, we saw that Ashimeru, anytime he get the ball, he wants to move forward. He wants to give penetrative passes. Those are the qualities we need in a team, and we were not having it yesterday. So Coach Chris Hughton, why are you trying to be stubborn? Why are you not trying to just do the simple things, basic things? Anytime you play 2 DMs, and we will just be passing the ball at the back. No one is sending the ball forward. Like, come on. So, yes, on the 71st minute, we saw 3 changes. One was Osman Bukari, who came on to replace Joseph Penta at the right wing position. He was also quite good. Osman Bukari, we know him already. That boy, anytime you give him a chance in the Black Stars JC, he does very well. And I saw him dazzling, doing a lot on the right flanks, and he was also solid. NS Norma Apia also came on to replace Jordan Ayew. So it was just like for life change. So NS Norma coming to the left wing, and he was operating from there. Then Osman Bukari from the right wing. So yes, NS Norma, we saw him as well. He was also very good, dribbling a lot, sending in crosses from the left wing position. And in the die embers, we could have scored. You know, Ghana right off late, we have been scoring in the second half. About 15-20 minutes, we would throw in all our wingers, all our attackers. Then they would come in and try to get a goal for us. But it didn't happen yesterday. But Norma, he was also decent. Andre Ayew, the captain, on the 90+2 minutes, he got a yellow card. But he was also quite okay for me, coming in to replace Ransford Yeboah Koningsdorfer. Personally, I think we needed some few players more to be introduced in the game, but we didn't get them. So Ayew, the captain, he also did well for the Black Stars team. Richmond Lamptey, the fans were craving for him. The fans were crying for him because Kodoko's home is Barbara, and the fans were there. Most of the fans were there to see Richmond Lamptey play, but he wasn't given a minute. Coach Chris Hughton said that he didn't play Richmond Lamptey because when he brought on Majid Ashimeru, he was the one who was doing the box-to-box midfield. He was the offensive midfielder. So because of that, he couldn't bring on, another player to come and play that, role in the team because he was having 1 DM and 1 offensive midfielder. That's according to Coach Chris Hughton. So these are the players who didn't have minutes at all. Joseph Lukwolo, he was on the bench throughout. He didn't get a minute to play. Nicolas Opoku also didn't play any minutes. Fatal Hamidu, as I said already, the left back, he was also not involved. Ali Dusedu, I mentioned, he also didn't come on at all. Kingsley Schindler did also not see any minutes. And Richmond Lamptey, these are the 6 players who were also on the bench who didn't see any minutes in the game yesterday against Namibia. The team, according to reports, they will depart Ghana tomorrow. Yes, for Ivory Coast, I also depart. I will not tell you when I will depart, but I'll be there. By the time Black Stars will play our first game, I'll be there and bring you the updates on this channel. So guys, that was it on the Black Stars team. Personally, I was happy for some few players' performances. Salisu, we saw that he was still solid. Jiku, I was okay with his performance. Then who again? I think Ransford Yeboah Koningsdorfer, as I mentioned, he impressed me. Joseph Penta impressed me. Jordan Ayew also impressed me. Then who again? Not many. The substitutes, almost all of them impressed me in the game against Namibia. But Ghana, we have to find ways to score goals. We have to find ways to score goals, And yes, that is it on the game, guys. Let me know your thoughts. You guys brought along, so let me also take it as part of the shout out and the comments in this particular video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment box. Now, Amora Jonas commented that Hughton will send Ghana to relegation. That's according to Amora Jonas. He said Chris Hughton will take us to relegation. Wow. Ajimeni Belinda says shame on Black Stars. Well, interesting. Then Alfreda says nonsense pitch. Hey, wow. The pitch wasn't good. Then I have Per Henry says this Ghana team is very weak. They will not win a single game at the AFCON. Interesting. Kwam Law says okay. Fine Jabbar says, "Way you want to win AFCON." Hey. Then Abronoma Papebi says, what was the essence of not streaming this poor performance on TV? Ghana, boy, yeah. So, this game, even my man on the page yesterday, he was almost caught for just filming some few ones for us to enjoy. Then I have AMT Grind Day says, "Oh, see page, see the kind of page you are playing on. SMH, that's shaking my head." Then I have Apeku Abenego. He said, then he added the Ghana flag. Then someone also brought a song that Mose Mope creating na Mubenya. Yeah, Mose Mope Hughton na Mubenya. Hey, this was the comment from Yusa. Okay, thank you. Then Magdalene Sam says, "You guys to talk about the bad pitch we have." Yes, we have been talking about the poor pitch we have in Ghana here. We are not mute at all on it. Soa Joseph says, "This highlights I won't watch, just came to comment. Thank you." So he's not going to watch our draw highlights. He's just only coming to comment. So I Joseph, I've seen you. Swansea Kudus says, "Update received." Okay, thank you. Ernest Amete, he was crying. Asantua Wohamina says, "Is it this you would have?" Okay. Is it this you would have brought from South Africa? Yeah, okay, that's according to her comment. That is this the performance that we would have gone to South Africa to go and train and bring back. Kwame Sekba says, "So this is the team for the AFCON tournament playing like a Division 1 side. I didn't see any major threats to their opponents. Forget about the cap. Is that the lighting system on the field? Or is due to where you are seated? Poor lighting." Oh, Ghana. So the lights, initially it was 2 floodlights that they on it. Later on they added the 2. Yeah, so that is it. Fox Recap said, "Me, I quit." Oh, why do you quit? Don't quit now, eh? Will Donko says the players were complaining of facilities. They deserved to camp in jungles instead of where they are. Wow. Then FUR21 says, "So these Black Stars still have not stopped these back passes? A stronger team will punish them for it in the tournament if they do not stop it." Yes, those back passes were too many. So what I could see was laughing. Okay, Adjoa P says, "This is our senior team there." Prince Kofi says, Ghana. Okay. First recap says, "Osikani, have you seen your players? They can't even attack wall. It's not easy." Kofi Krobi Hassan says, "Ghana, they are fresh and okay." Amwacho Joshua says, "Richard Ofori. Hey, oh, Darby." First Amanya said, "I didn't see Semenyo in the lineup and the subs." Yes, as I gave you an update in this video. King Podo says, "The mistakes at the back were too much. A good team would punish you for that." Yes, exactly. Elijah Donko Kingsley says, Elijah Andor Kingsley says, "Wow, Black Stars, the guys need to improve their performance." Yes, exactly. Stanley GA says, "Thank you so much for your update. You are welcome." Nana Inshra Akoto says, "It looks like we may not be ready for our next World Cup qualifier." So, okay, let me take some few ones. Gideon Akagbo says, "But our team that I put my trust in can't score goals, but we need goals." Yes. Prophet Miracle says, "Thanks for the updates, but let's hope for the better at the tournament." Okay. Rosemary Amponsa says, "Who else had Yebeshe Omo?" Oh, Black Stars. What a pity. Okay. Someone commented in a video like that. Kofi Gray says, "Anyone expecting the Black Stars to do well at the AFCON is not serious. I have been saying this for a while now, that Chris Hughton doesn't know how to select players. He makes the team play badly. He is overly defensive. This AFCON may be worse than the previous one." We are not wishing that for them because we are going to be there to support them. Kofi Kizel says, "The coach did his best. It's left with the players to score a damn goal." Okay. Apeku Abednego says, "Thanks so much, Osikani. You are welcome." He said, "No cap." Okay, thank you. Bennett Yama says, "I always ask why is it that Ghanaian supports an European club even when the club, their favorite club is failing crowd. He is still die-hard fan and not die-hard fan for his national team. No matter what, I believe better days will surely come." Exactly. So these are the few ones. So let me also give shout out to Amwacho Joshua again. Richard Boateng is here. Michael Japan is here. First recap I've mentioned already. Then Rosemary Amponsa, Mohammed Kora, Bennett Yamwa. Yes, these are all the comments I had under the last video in this one. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment box. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, put on the bell for more updates here on this channel. This is OSIKANI TV, and of course, we shall meet later.